Salesman and discover the new Kia.
Tonight, a convicted killer speaks out after he hears his fate for the murder of a transgender woman. NBC4's Michelle Vyas in our newsroom right now with the punishment handed down and what the killer is now saying. Michelle.
Good evening, Colleen. This is quite a murder case, and today it came to an end. It was less than 3 years ago. Steven Gonzalez responded to a sex ad. Later, he met Melanie Smith, a transgender, at her motel in Baldwin Park. She was bludgeoned and strangled. Gonzalez even admitted to doing it. Self-defense, he claimed. The jury didn't buy it, and today he got his sentence. September 9, 2013, at the Grand Park Inn in Baldwin Park, 26-year-old transgender Melanie Smith was found brutally murdered inside her motel room where she lived off and on. She left home at 16 when her family didn't understand why she dressed and identified as a woman.
My family will always love her no matter what, though she made the decision to work in the industry she did.
Surveillance and cell phone data linked the murder to Steven Justin Gonzalez of West Covina. Today in Santa Pomona Courthouse, he was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison for the strangulation and bludgeoning death of Melanie Smith.
I didn't mean to kill Nancy, not an animal or a murderer, but I understand your feelings towards me. I don't need your forgiveness. The Lord took care of that, and it's a tragic accident. Sorry.
Evidence showed Melanie Smith's head was bashed in with a boombox radio before she was strangled with a bed sheet. A motive or relationship was never determined.
I think she deserves more justice than this. The guy needs at least have a life in prison.
But for the transgender community who came out in support of Melanie,
this was a right justice, and we are so glad that everybody in the jury really understood the emotions of trans people and not to take it lightly.
As for Melanie's mother, who has now buried 3 kids of her own, she's living a nightmare.
And she says that no matter what they do, she's never going to be happy because nothing they do can bring back Melanie.
Now, despite the jury's decision not to convict Gonzalez of robbery, prosecutors believe that was the motive. The transgender community and advocates that supported Melanie Smith tell me this case really sets a precedent here and sends an important message. Separate from this murder, they say transgenders encounter a lot of hate crimes and few get reported, much less end up in court. Reporting live from the newsroom, Michelle Vyas, NBC4 News. Chuck, back to you.
All right, thank you, Michelle. An alert neighbor has made his Riverside neighborhood just a bit safer by helping police catch 4 burglars. Now, he first spotted the men this morning getting out of a car that he had never seen in the area before. Then